remember tonight, play with maximum effort, perfect attitude, play for each other, and just let the chips fall in there.
We're not David, by all means, but everybody is looking at us like we're David, and like they're Goliath, and like they can't be beat. Goliath can be beat. That's what we got to do tonight.
Everybody has counted you out. Nobody thinks you're going to win.
They ain't ran through the jungle. They ain't fought where we fought. Guys, guess what? Tonight, they in our jungle tonight, guys.
You wait a whole week for this, bro.
Right, count down 3, 1, 2, 3, take down.
Coming up, week 13 of the End Zone, our games of the week featured Pontotoc teams, but the other side of that matchup, wins tonight. Top seed Power, one of these top seeds, though, was in for the fight of their, well, two of them were, and one of them came out on the wrong end of the scoreboard. In the playoff roadshow for Noxubee and Itawamba. Boy, it's a weird and wacky night. Week 13 of the End Zone next.
The WCBI EndZone Show with Robbie Donahoe and Tom Ebel is brought to you by OCH Regional Medical Center, Carl Hogan Toyota, East Mississippi Community College, and Max South.
It is week 13 of the End Zone presented by OCH Regional Medical Center. Our great partners with us as well, Carl Hogan Toyota, East Mississippi Community College, and Max South. Tom Ebel, Robbie Donahoe. As it is Veterans Day weekend, we want to wish all of you who have served or who are serving, who plan to serve, we express our gratitude and thanks for everything that you do to make this country great and giving us the opportunity to sit here in our freedom and talk about high school football for a living. So we can't complain too much in these parts. All right, we were in for some stunning upsets in some games tonight. That usually happens around this time with playoff action. Let's go right into our part one of our Carl Hogan Toyota game of the week. We thought this one was going to be sort of a toss-up, and I think it sort of lived up to that.
It was, and a lot of offense was expected, but
we got defense instead.
We did.
WCBI High School Football Game of the Week is brought to you by Carl Hogan Toyota in Columbus.
Carl Hogan Toyota giving us the beautiful Toyota Highlander. Not the Wayfinder, the Highlander. It's a beautiful car, rides like a dream. Also,
go get a Highlander.
Go get a Highlander.
Go get one.
To the game, North Pontotoc and Houston, two of the best offensive teams in the state. But it'd be scoreless through one quarter, and then in the second quarter, a fumble from Sheffield Anthony right into the hands of Ezekiel Verges. The scoop, the score. Houston leads 7-0. Naturally, two really good offensive teams.
And the defense scores first.
Defense scores first. But here, Clark Mills sidearm beauty to Jacquez Berry turns on the Jets. That's 7-6. He's going to get 7 out of it. So it'll be 7-all in the second quarter. Jacquez had a bad drop the play before that. Clark Mills was like, I'm going to made up for it. But then right before the half, Uriah Shepard, look at this catch from Jalen May. Double covered, 5 people around him, comes down with the grab inside the 10, sets up Shepard to bounce it outside. He's going to earn this touchdown. It's big old lick right there. That's a touchdown, folks. It'd be 14-7 at halftime. So North Pontotoc was the number 7 total offense team in the state of Mississippi. Houston held them to 13 points. 27-13, the Hilltoppers advance. A great year from North Pontotoc.
Yeah, great
Fantastic season with Clark Mills and all those guys, especially for Ty Rayford.
Yeah, they did Ty proud with that
they
great
did.
run. So.
And this whole season. But
the whole season, yeah.
Houston, I was very impressed with how they came out on defense. They were in the backfield a lot.
Houston can win a lot of different ways. They can outscore you. They've done that multiple times this year. And when they want to play defense, I think they can hunker down and play some defense.
They pitch a shutout. Then next thing you know, they'd score 67 and leave a couple points.
They're going to need to play. They're going to need to play some defense next Friday. We'll tell you who they're going to play against in the playoffs coming up a little bit later on in the show when we break down the brackets in 3A. But let's go into the 4A North action for playoffs. Part 2 of our game of the week. Yeah, this got weird real quick. Corinth and Pontotoc. First play of the game. Justin Carter, Austin Morphus waved goodbye. 73 yards to the house. Pontotoc already up 7-0. The Pontotoc offense has sort of been a mixed bag lately. Only scored 6 points last week against New Hope. They've already got more in the first play of the game against Corinth this week. Here the Corinth Warriors trying to get somewhere, but Cole
Mr.
Smith,
Football.
That's Mr. Football in 4A, gets the stop there. And then later, Chris Kelly going to fumble here. Pontotoc is on it. They recover. So the Pontotoc Warriors take over, and they're back in business, and they would take advantage. Justin Carter's going to hook up with Austin Morphus one more time. It's 14-0 Pontotoc. Surely Corinth isn't coming back right now, right? No, they did.
Wrong.
Mike Bogus hit some huge field goals late, and Corinth wins it. Stunning Pontotoc, 27-24. So Corinth is advancing in the 4A North playoffs. We couldn't show you any good plays from Corinth because they didn't have any in the first half.
That's why we were saying at 10, North Pontotoc was doing like score updates throughout the game. I heard it was 21-0. I was like, oh, well, Pontotoc, okay. And then next thing you know, come back here.
Corinth
and
comes back.
Corinth with the comeback
Good
city.
going for the Corinth Warriors. So they will move on to the 4A North playoffs. They will
Big
go on
upset.
the road. We'll tell you who they play later on in the show. Let's get into the 6A North playoffs. Man.
Upset City.
Warren Central they've got some kind of defense, man. I think they've given up 10 points in the last 4 games leading up to tonight. 3 shutouts in those 4 games. And
No
Tupelo's
one wants to
offense
see a team like Warren Central in
No.
the first round.
A 4 seed?
Yeah.
A 4 seed. That Warren Central team's a 4 seed. Crazy. Injuries are sort of hurt Tupelo tonight. J. Rock Williams got hurt.
Oh, no.
Stephon McGlone had to go through some rough times. Warren Central stunning Tupelo. The Golden Wave 2 years in a row where they finished the regular season perfect, and they're out in the early rounds. Warren Central wins at 30-13, but a great season from them Blankets. Another team that's
trying to
how about
stave
Starkville?
off the upset.
Yeah.
If you loved points, this was not the
Not
game
your
you
game.
wanted to be at. Beautiful pitch and catch from Malik Brown and Tenoris Brookins, though, on that play. But then Malik Brown trying to make something happen. Starkville looking for any kind of points here. Out to Cam Hines for a nice pitch and catch. It'd be a shovel pass to KJ Lawrence to set up a 1st and goal to Starkville. But South Haven would hold them. But Starkville get 2 field goals, and that's all
you
they
need.
needed. 6-0. The Yellow Jackets win. Hey, defense will win you championships.
I believe it's a Bonio that was kicking field goals, by the way. His dad played for the Dallas Cowboys way back in the day. Now he's coaching with the Mississippi State Bulldogs, so pretty good kicking lineage there.
He's the winner.
Yeah, Madison Central beat South Panola 31-14, so the Tigers are out. So here's your playoff matches for 6A North next Friday. Starkville will be at home against Horn Lake. Madison Central got a tough one against Warren Central. That's going to be a fun one.
At Warren Central.
All right, here's a lesson everyone should learn. Don't poke the bear, and if you mess with the bull, you're going to get the horns. Callaway jawing and smack talking with West Point on the run out before the game. No. That wasn't smart, Callaway. This is what you're going to get. Marcus Murphy opening drive, 1-yard touchdown, 7-0 West Point. Next drive, Chris Calvert, 10-yard touchdown. He had 2 first-quarter touchdowns. West Point is up 21-0, and we're still in the first quarter. But just like a good infomercial in this first quarter, wait, there's more. Tyrese Winford going to break away from some tacklers, and he's going to throw one up, and he's going to find Ryan Melton wide open. And he's wearing green, and he picks it off, and he wouldn't just casually step out of bounds near here. No, he's going to get a convoy, and he's going to take it to the house. 15-yard touchdown. It's 28-0 West Point after 1. Give Ryan Melton the belt. He wants it. And then this is my favorite part. Terrence Cherry's dancing at the line of scrimmage before a Callaway play. That's the kind of hype and swagger West Point has, but they also have 5A Mr. Football Marcus Murphy, and you don't. 53-yard touchdown. West Point wins 56-0.
Marcus kind of gives the no.
Yep. No, Callaway, that wasn't smart. Don't do that ever again. Enjoy basketball season. All right. Region 1 5A went perfect tonight. So West Point's going to go at 2 Grenada. Olive Branch is going to go to Lake Cormorant. So West Point, they didn't have any problems with these teams in region play. Sort of sets up pretty nicely for them to get to Oxford for the 5A state title, but still 2 games remain for them. To 4A North we go. Noxubee County on the road tonight at Yazoo City, and Armani Clark. Oh, Monty was money tonight. He's going to hook up right here with, I believe it's Camarcus Jackson, who gets away from the defense. He's going to have himself a touchdown. Noxubee goes up early in the first half, and they would just continue to keep rolling after that. And Yazoo City forgot about Keziah Pruitt. This drag route is so tough to stop. And there's Keziah, and he's going to have himself no one that's going to touch him on the short touchdown play there. Noxubee wins 39-0. They advance in the 4A North playoffs as they cruise to a big win over Yazoo City. 39-0 again, the final. Noxubee over Yazoo City. to Itawamba on the road tonight in the Delta, taking on Greenwood. Indians have had a great season. Had a tough time stopping this guy tonight. That's Jay Stanley, the Greenwood quarterback, and he's running through all sorts of tackles. Would end up with a touchdown a little bit later on in this drive. Itawamba really couldn't get the offense going tonight. Defensively, they played pretty well, but Greenwood would get the win 28-0. So Itawamba's season comes to an end, but a great run, a great season from Clint Hoots and the Indians. And how about Louisville going on the road, throwing their weight around at Senatobia? A power catch win 42-14. So here's your 4A North playoff matchups. Louisville and Knoxville both at home. Tigers will host Corinth. Louisville will host Greenwood. If Louisville and Knoxville both win, we get a toothpick bowl for a 4A North
I think that might
final.
be an earthquake.
Yeah,
that
that
might just
may
be some sort of seismic event.
may blow up the world. Who knows? All right, when we come back on the End Zone, we have more scores and highlights to get you all around our viewing area, and we will be in 3A with Choctaw County. The Road Chargers tonight going all the way over to the Delta, taking on Ruleville Central. And they ruled Ruleville. Top teams having to go through some challenges. Winona and Baldwin. Bearcats had to play Philly. Not going to be an easy test for the Bearcats. And we'll be in 1A South. All 4 area teams in 1A South trying to win. Nanawaya, Knox Speeder, French Cape, Vardaman. Only one came away with the W. We'll tell you when we come back. Welcome back into the End Zone, into Class 3A. Choctaw County taking on Ruleville Central. Pretty good start for the Chargers. Opening drive, Latarian McBride, short touchdown, 8-0 lead for Choctaw County. And then next drive for Ruleville Central, don't do that. Quest McNeil just one-handed that pick and brought it in.
Insane.
That's a tremendous play. Choctaw County's defense working it tonight as they win 35-0. Choctaw County moving on to the 3A North playoffs.
Choctaw rules.
All right, other scores in 3A North. Yazoo County defeats Water Valley. Great season from the Blue Devils and Brad Embry as they fall to Yazoo County 35-7. So your 3A playoff brackets, Houston will have to deal with Yazoo County and their talented quarterback. I believe his name's Kenny Gainwell. That's going to be fun. Choctaw County gets the number 1 team in the state in 3A in North Panola. So not going to be any easier for Houston Choctaw County next Friday.
They're in our backyard, right?
They get to come to our backyard for our home
Excited.
game. So we can't wait for that one coming up next Friday.
Let's go to Winona, taking on West Tallahatchie. The Tigers looking to make things happen here. First possession, Tyler Moore. He's going to hook up with Ahmad Robinson on the screen pass. Ahmad knows how to get that yak, yards after catch. That's a first down run. A few plays later, Moore, he's going to have the QB keeper. But at the end of this play, the ball's going to pop out, and West Tallahatchie falls on it. But after a long,
touchdown.
lengthy decision, the ball crossed the plate.
Tyler gets the touchdown. Yeah.
Tyler gets a touchdown.
Good.
Winona up 7-0. West Tallahatchie, Martavis Dill. Big handoff here. Dill would score later, but Winona's like, we'll give you 7 points because we just scored 62. And it's 62-22. Winona.
Yeah.
Man, they are on a roll.
Joey Tompkins, Tigers
On a
bringing it.
roll.
I love it. Great win for Winona. All right, to Latimer Park we go. Baldwin taking on Philadelphia. Philly is big, bad, and nasty. They get a block punt here, but Tornadoes recover the fumble, but the ball actually goes through the end zone, and then that would be a touchback.
This is almost like the third and 93.
It
like
sort of is,
Cue the
yeah.
circus music.
So no points out of that for Philly. And then Corey and Doss, big man rumbling, going to pick up a first down inside the 20. Baldwin drive would stall, though. So
Beat him.
let's go to the second quarter. Bearcats trailing here. John Swinney going to hook up with DeQuantre Welch. Beautiful pitch and catch. You're looking at these highlights, you're like, okay, Baldwin's hanging in there. They're going to be able to stick with Philly for most of this game. Here comes a touchdown pass to Mon Doss. So right now it's a 14-7 game. Baldwin just could not get the offense really rolling after that.
Yep.
So the Bearcats season comes to an end. But boy, doing Jondrix Robinson proud, playing hard. Philly wins at 43-7. And how about Calhoun City? Wildcats had to rally from a double-digit deficit. They win at South Delta tonight, 36-34. So your 2A North brackets. Philly has to go to the Boneyard, and Winona is going to have to go see the Scott Central Rebels, who's really talented, really tough. But we got 2 area teams left. We could see 2A North that final between 2 area teams. Who knows?
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Absolutely. All right, 1A South we go.
Nanawaya taking on East Marion, and Nanawaya just imposing its will.
As always.
If you want to start off to get off to a good start, Bryce Stanton is going to find Tomias Glass for a nice first down pickup there. And where there is thunder, there is usually lightning. Chris Smith with the handoff. He's going to break a tackle or two. He's going to jump on into the end zone for the touchdown. Nanawaya, boy, they're just dominating at this point. There's the friends of the end zone.
Friends of the end zone.
We always enjoy friends.
love
Oh,
friends.
look out. Well, Nanawaya showing off the defense here. Going to get the stop for short. And then Nanawaya, just give it to Tomias Glass. Let the thunder roll.
Thunder. Feel the thunder.
If you hear thunder, go. What is it? Thunder roars, go indoors. Something like that. Tomias Glass with a touchdown. Nanawaya wins 51-12. East Marion goes indoors.
I'm going to say that more often, by the way. That's a great saying. To Resurrection and French Camp, whenever Resurrection gets to the playoffs, they're always really tough to beat. French Camp had a one-score game going into the third quarter, and then the Eagles started getting going. That's Blake Porter connecting with Colin Thompson for a first down the sidelines. That would set up Jerry Johnson. He's going to take the handoff here and get the touchdown. So it's a 20-7 game. French Camp still has it within reach, but the offense just could not get it going. Holman Edwards had some pressure on him for most of the second half. So French Camp season unfortunately comes to an end. They fall 34-7, but a great run from the Panthers getting to the playoffs. And Vardaman tonight on the road all the way down. 4.5-hour trip to Lumberton.
Easy.
Why is
Vardaman
Vardaman in 1A South? Come on, MHSA. This is ridiculous. There's no way you should ever have to travel 4.5 hours for a playoff football game. That's just insane.
Vardaman is north of here.
They
but
are.
They're not in 1A.
Makes no sense. Trey Owen, by the way, had a 30-yard field goal that gave Vardaman the lead. Then Lumberton started to really get it going, and Lumberton would indeed get the win over Vardaman 38-10. But no shame for Larry Gann's Rams. Play hard tonight. Their season comes to an end. Knox Bitter season also coming to an end tonight. Stringer's been really tough. Tigers hung tough, but Stringer gets the win, 16-0. All right, when we come back on the end zone, we have more to get to: playoff matchups, breakdowns, scores, highlights. We're going to see a lot of Oklahoma coming up. Chieftains at home tonight looking sharp. Smithville, a tough one against Shaw. We'll show you their highlights. And Starkville Academy. Hey, Volunteers one win away from playing for a state championship. Adams County Christian been beaten up on some teams. Starkville Academy laid the wood of their own in that one. Will also be in West Alabama. All 6 of our area playoff teams in West Alabama hosting. So we'll tell you how they did when we come back. Welcome back into the 1A North playoffs. We go Okolona at home tonight, taking on McAdams and
Look out.
Block punts. Okolona showing off the special teams. That would put him in good position there. And now the upcoming drive here would involve Jacoria Stanfield, which most of the highlights that we've had this year with Okolona usually involve number 6. And it's funny, he wears that 6 because he's going to get 6 points right here. 7-0 lead for Okolona. And into the second quarter, Chieftain still holding that 7-0 lead. But then Stanfield gives us another highlight play that just watch this. How in the world he gets out of these tackles? Look at this. How does he do that? And then he gets down the sideline. He's got himself a touchdown.
Reservations for 6.
Okolona wins at 39-0. Crazy. Chieftains moving on in the playoffs.
Smithville at home taking on Shaw. There's a good Veterans Day Veterans Weekend.
Love that.
A lot of our teams have been doing that. But here's Magic Moffat trying to make something happen, gets down to the 5, but no points for Smithville there. So here's another one. Caleb Leach, big run up the middle for a first down. No points again there. Seminoles hanging in tough in this one, playing tough defense here. Going to get a tackle for loss, but Smithville loses at home to Shaw, 22-14. Very upsetting. No more Magic Moffat. That's very sad.
But great senior class.
Yeah,
great
absolutely.
run from Smithville getting the playoffs. All right, Biggersville, their great season comes to an end. Lions, superb turnaround they've been able to do this year. They'll continue to get better and better. They fall to Ray Brooks 32-0. And TCPS, it's no shame losing to Simmons. Those guys are another level. Great run there from Sean Holland and the Eagles. They fall 46-0. So your 1A playoff brackets, Okolona, our lone area team left in 1A North. They will host Ray Brooks next Friday. And then one area team left in 1A South, that's Nantawoya. They will host Stringer next Friday. So losing some area teams in 1A tonight. We'll see how it all plays out down the road. All right, Starkville Academy. Tom, you reminded me earlier tonight that Starkville Academy has not surrendered a point in playoff play tonight or this season, this year in the AAA playoffs and MAIS. So Starkville Academy had it going tonight. Got a defensive stop there, and then they would force a 3-and-out right here. So let's get on offense. Let's start to get going. Let's get the offense out of here. For Starkville Academy, that's how you put up points.
For Starkville Academy, recently, all you needed was one score.
Yeah, that's all you needed, right?
That's it.
Here's Brady Richardson on the catch. He's going to get into Adams County territory. And then here's Noah Methvin coming out of the shotgun and just a wildcat run for number 2. But usually when Starkville Academy is needed to get points or get something into the end zone, they turn to Taylor Arnold, and he would
Get off me.
He would run a long ways, and he would get himself points. 6 there, and that's all you needed. 31-0. Starkville Academy is going to play for a state championship next Saturday against Indianola. It'll be a rematch in the AAA state title game at Jackson Academy. When we come back, we will dive into West Alabama and show you some playoff highlights over there when we come back.
Hey, back into the end zone. Let's go to our friends in West Alabama, Lamar County taking on Ider. Defense with a strong start. CJ Wise with the tackle. So Ider would lead 7-0 here. Then Mark Duncan is like, all right, we can't have 0 on the scoreboard forever. Hey, a bunch of flips and reverses and misdirection, and Mark Duncan is off to the races. He's going to go, skirt, make one man miss. He's got a bunch of friends running with him downfield. There's a big block right there. He runs all the way for the touchdown.
I love it.
And Vernon does not let up. The Bulldogs win 35-7.
Yeah.
They gave him 1 touchdown in the first, and that's all we'll give you. It's generous.
Great win for Lamar County, moving on to the playoffs. Over to South Lamar in the 1A playoffs in AHSAA, taking on Decatur Heritage. Second quarter, Stallions have a 26-12 lead. Decatur Heritage, you can actually get a touchdown right here on just a short dump-off pass. So it's now a 1-score game, but on the ensuing kickoff, South Lamar would then start to get going. Clay Gillum's team going to get a big return right here from Jarrett Bryant. It started off as a little pooch kick, but Jarrett then goes one way, and then he's going to get some blocks ahead of him, and then he takes off, gets free down the sideline. Eventually, Decatur Heritage catches him in their own half of the territory, and then we're going to see Buster Griffin. One of his 4 touchdowns tonight. Here it is right there on the slant for the score. South Lamar had to hold off Decatur Heritage, but they win it 40-39. The Stallions moving on in the playoffs. And real quick, Tom, this was your game last night. How about Sulligans?
They're fantastic.
Aren't they fun?
That's why 14-7 at halftime, but Sulligan, they're a very fast, physical team.
Yeah.
Tyreek Metcalf is just...
They can beat you a lot of different ways.
Yeah,
Jaron Scott, C.J. McLemore.
Yeah, their offense is very explosive, and that's why I think they've made the biggest change from last year is at the point of attack. Like offensive line, defensive line, they hit you up front. They make open spaces, giving guys like Metcalf an opening. Sulligan's going to be a tough team, and I think they could make a run. They're a fantastic team for our West Alabama.
We'll see how it happens. They won last night 42-14. Other Alabama scores. Gordo wins 34-7. Aliceville over Sampson 46-14. And Pickens County wins over Meek 34-7. So all of our West Alabama teams host and win. So we'll be busy next Friday over the Yellowhammer State. We'll put a bow in the show, look ahead to week 14 when we come back. The winner's table is now down to 6, as you can see. I got the Vols. You got the Houston Hilltoppers as your winner of the night. We're going to have state championships next Friday in MEIS. Week 14 next Friday. State Bama tomorrow. You like the football? You like cold weather? We'll see you next Friday.
The WCBI EndZone Show with Robbie Donahoe and Tom Ebel is brought to you by OCH Regional Medical Center, Carl Hogan Toyota, East Mississippi Community College, and Max South.